Hey guys, Dennis here.
Chrissy.
Muddy Water Search and Recovery. I see Catfish, Katie, Ponytail. Yeah,
It's getting ready to do something.
And hopefully our internet connection stays strong. I know a lot of times when it storms or windy, it gets bad. So we're hoping.
Bear with us.
Alex will not be joining us live tonight. He's not feeling all that good right now, so please keep him in your thoughts and prayers. We were going to announce and introduce to you guys two new team members to Muddy Water Search and Recovery. Jeff hasn't come on yet, but we do have Dan here. So we want to introduce you to a new team member. There we go.
All right.
And
it's exciting.
You may recognize him. He comments a lot on our live feeds and videos. But Dan, welcome aboard, man.
Thanks. Not a problem. It's an honor.
And I've worked with Dan on several cases, and I can tell you his research work is incredible.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
And I think together we have a better chance.
Oh, there goes a tornado watch.
Uh-oh.
For down south, right?
Yeah, my area.
See, we're supposed to get 50-mile-per-hour winds, and wasn't you saying you're supposed to get like 70-mile-per-hour tonight?
Yeah, it's supposed to get pretty bad hour.
How warm is it down there already, though? Is it pretty warm?
I would say maybe in the 50s, I'm guessing.
Okay. Yucky.
And Max says, welcome to the team, Dan.
Bobby.
Thank you.
I'm more mad at Dennis sending me this cold and rain.
I can only imagine Bobby's comment.
Catfish, I don't want the rain. I don't want the cold. I don't want the snow.
No.
You can have it all, bud.
Yeah, well, we'll share this one.
Yeah, I don't want no cold no more.
Yeah.
See, I'm ready for nice weather to get out on some of these searches.
Okay.
And Dan has been doing some research on missing people, the numbers of missing people. And, he's seeing what we've been seeing and what we've all been discussing. Just the numbers are just crazy right now.
Yeah.
It's a drastic increase from 2020. Each year it goes up, and it goes up by a drastic number.
And we were looking at what events might be happening in an area when you see the numbers increase like that. Was there a fair, a concert, a ball game?
Yeah.
And anytime you have an event, the numbers seem to come up, but there's areas where there was nothing really going on and their numbers are still continuing to climb.
Yeah.
And I know Alex, he's done a lot of research into this. And he was also looking at Arizona with the Super Bowl to compare the numbers before and after the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And he's going to come out and do a video and kind of explain that and jump into it.
I'm not going to change the subject here, but I'm looking at radar. Oklahoma is like all in pink and red. And damn, Dan, it's coming. It's right there with you, isn't it? You've already got two.
Yeah, it's all right. I got a tornado shelter.
It looks like we're just in the wind advisory for now. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. I had to throw that out.
I'm used to hurricanes, so this ain't nothing.
And Joanne says, glad to see the team growing stronger. Welcome, Dan. Dan is a very strong asset. Jeff is too. Jeff is really good with the research. And as soon as Jeff's available, we will come on live and introduce him to everyone. But the team that's coming together here,
Yeah, slowly but surely.
I think we're going to see some really good results. Jennifer says, did you guys notice any changes with political party changes and subpar law enforcement agencies? Yes, I did kind of notice a trend there. And then, how to say it without sounding negative towards law enforcement, but there's obviously areas that law enforcement aren't as on top of things as other areas.
Yeah.
And they do seem to have higher numbers with missing people and higher crime rate all the way around, just a full circle. And like,
I've also noticed that numbers don't really match the national numbers, so it's kind of weird.
right. And we'll have,
You go to different county on the national database.
yeah, because we'll have cases come in. This person's been missing 2 or 3 years, but there is nothing in the databases about the person missing.
That's great.
So the high number that they say is missing probably is dwarfed compared to what's actually missing.
Yeah.
And you look back on, like, Randy Leach, been missing since 1988. Then you got to look at it. Law enforcement didn't have the technology back then. They didn't have the policies that they have today.
Yeah.
So cases that old, you could understand some of the, what we call shortcomings today, because they didn't have the technology to do it.
But could you imagine if they had
all
the cases that would have been solved a long time ago? I mean, it would be, could you imagine? Oh my goodness.
And today they're,
if we had the technology back then.
Right.
Yeah. And with their limited budgets, limited manpower, you had several departments that had to let go a lot of officers due to the defund the police stuff that was going on.
But, with the corruption that might be with agencies, and law enforcement and whatnot, how many agencies probably would have been hit hard with investigations, though?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
So as many as we're seeing today that need to be investigated, I couldn't imagine back then.
Yeah.
So guys, tonight we're not bringing an actual topic to the live feed. So if there's anything any of you want discussed on here tonight, throw it over in the comments and we will jump over on that.
Do you see what Bobby said?
He'll be in St. Louis on the 11th. Catfish, once you get to Missouri, especially that area, the Mississippi River and the Missouri and catfishing, you'll never want to leave. But
it's amazing that way.
Like earlier today, Alex,
Kansas and Missouri, because they're pretty on top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were discussing tacos and Mexican food earlier.
Yeah.
And Dan doesn't have any really good Mexican restaurants there. And up here, our Mexican restaurants are about as good as our Kansas City barbecue.
Yeah, if you'd like, we can get you some and box it up and mail it. Okay?
Anything in particular you
No.
want to discuss?
Nope. This is all you guys tonight. What do you want to talk about? Won't be there for only a month, and I'll be back in Kentucky. Well, I'm just telling you, Bobby, you may not want to go back after you see it.
Yeah, you could say that now, Catfish. Tell me that a month
Yeah.
from then. Yeah. Now, in not this coming week, but the week after, we should be able to do a video for you guys. And I don't want to give away all the details of it, but we do have a boat on order. And this boat will help get us into a lot of areas that our other boat hindered us from.
Yeah.
And it's the potential of having two boats on the water at the same time.
Right.
So we will be doing a video, and it's supposed to be here the 6th or the 7th. So after we get it, we'll get it all set up, do a video for you guys and show you what we're adding in. But I'm really excited about that.
Hey, OK Diver. Hey,
OK Diver, have you been pulling out any more vehicles down there? I know he had a whole list that they were working on to pull out, and they had already dove on and cleared them.
What, Dan?
I said he does some good work. Okay.
Yeah, he does.
Hey, Diver.
And I like his mindset with it. It's all about helping the families and locating their missing loved ones. That comes first with it. And I really like watching him. And guys, OK Diver is on YouTube and over on Facebook. So make sure to go check him out. Catfish, I would have been on time tonight, but I had Chrissy and Megan watching videos on their phone.
We were watching funny TikTok videos, okay? Plain and simple.
I mean, I could have just hit go live. And
yeah, we would have been embarrassed. We'd have been laughing our ass off trying to, oh, crap, we're live.
My videos ain't funny.
I know in March, our actual scheduled searches kick off in March.
Yeah.
That is coming up quick.
Bobby. Bobby. What is wrong with you, sir?
You know, I don't delete a whole lot of comments unless it's just disrespectful
where's
to somebody.
The block button? There's a block button on here. I know it is. But all I can say for that, Bobby, is how
I didn't realize Bobby was in Kentucky.
I'm sorry, Dan, what?
I didn't realize Bobby was.
I didn't either. And
he might know about that case I told you about.
Hey, he might. Because Catfish is another one that I've spoken to many times on several cases and very knowledgeable.
Oh, my goodness. Yes.
That case was pretty creepy.
Yeah, it was.
I have been going through hell here with the Marine Division here in Oklahoma. I was told that I can't touch any cars in public waters. I have been locating a lot in public waters.
Wow.
What? Since
that is crazy.
Yeah.
You would think they would be happy to get those out of the water.
Yeah.
They'd want to get them clean out.
Yeah.
Well, OK Diver, you just keep doing what you're doing, man, because you're making a difference.
I don't understand why they're having a problem with it. It's public.
It's crazy. Let's see here.
Okay. No, that was just everybody popping on to say hi.
There was something interesting that came up about Summer Wells.
Yeah.
Money. That they gave it back to the charity that donated
What?
it.
What did you say?
Yeah. I don't know what it was. Some of the reward money got sent back to a charity that was donating it.
Oh, wow.
What?
Yeah, a lot of the times they do have a time limit on those.
Okay, I get that. But it's reward money. I mean, wouldn't that stay? I don't know how it works.
Well, with the charities and stuff, they don't want them to have to keep that money set aside for that.
I
So
get
they
it.
put a time
get it.
limit on it.
I never knew there was money, a time limit on that kind of stuff. That's all.
And there's not always the time limit, but they do have the option of doing that.
I wonder if they have any of that with Randy. It's been how long?
Yeah.
About 800 years now.
Jennifer says, come to think of it,
Yeah.
none of the other search groups on YouTube search Oklahoma. And that could be why.
Yeah.
That is wow.
There's
And
not
Bobby
many out
said-
here that do that.
Bobby says different states have different laws about car removal. That makes sense.
Man, I still don't understand
I
that.
want to mention about the sighting,
Bobby.
the sighting of somebody else down there. So, or do you think
We
that'll?
can't.
I didn't think so. Nice, Bobby.
Come on, Bobby. I get you a hamburger steak and I have me a big old ribeye.
Hi, Carrie.
Seeing Summer Wells, that
That case still bothers me.
yeah.
That poor girl.
And there hasn't been any actual big updates about her missing, the investigation, the search efforts.
I mean, I know the way life is, it's not going to be talked about for weeks and weeks and weeks, but I hate when they bring up a case like this and it's such a little girl child and it's only on there for about 2 weeks, give or take, and then it's done. I hate that.
And then you have the cases that get national attention,
Yeah.
and it's all you hear for months. And
Yeah.
it's like there's
Yeah.
all these other people missing
Yeah.
too. And
That's the hardest part about doing this.
Yep. Not enough publicity.
Bobby, I'm a T-bone man.
so, is there a particular case you want to discuss?
I'm trying. Where's the cases? Where's folders?
Downstairs in the pocket. It's crazy for sure. I have multiple record companies that want to help, but we can't do anything. Man, that's sad.
That is so aggravating.
It almost makes you wonder how long they knew the vehicles were there at that point.
To know it's right there too. Right there. Dan, is there anything specific you'd like to talk about?
Cases. I mean, we can talk about Mark Fullerton.
Okay.
I'm going to grab his file.
We're going to go
Sure.
grab his file real quick.
Here's eyes.
You're good, Dan. Go ahead.
The governor went on a live stream a couple days ago, and Matt joined in on the live stream, and it got to the point where the governor finally emailed Mark and discussed everything with her.
Oh,
Nice.
I'll be darned.
Sometimes it takes a little pressure
Yeah.
Yeah.
to get them to open their eyes.
I mean, I hate that it has to come to that, but is that it right there? Or just top? That's the whole file. Yeah. Is that it? Is that all we have? Okay. All right. I'm going to run through these real quick. Just some ins and outs about Mark Fullerton in case nobody, or if you're not familiar off the top of your head. He's been missing since 6/3 of 2020. I don't even know how to pronounce where he's from.
Braggadocio.
Braggadocio, we're sorry, Missouri. Classification, endangered missing, male, white, date of birth, 2/25 of 85. Let's see. He was last seen in that city on June 25th, 2020. His girlfriend stated he unexpectedly walked away from her residence while she was in the bathroom, and she thought he might be headed to his grandfather's house 2 miles away. If so, he never arrived, and he hasn't been heard from again. So, goodness gracious. He left behind all his belongings, including his truck, wallet, keys, phone. His cross necklace, which he never removed, was found broken on the floor on his girlfriend's home. Prior to his disappearance, he had said he planned to end his relationship with her. It's uncharacteristic of him to be out of touch with his family.
See,
So, and I'm not sure if these will come through, but here again, if you all can tell, that is him.
and with that, there's been evidence found in a location that could be linked to his case.
Yeah.
And these have bullet holes in them. There's what appears could be blood there.
I'm wondering, the one thing that popped out to me, though, rereading this again, the cross. He never took it off, but they found it damaged in the home. I'm wondering if he got in a fight between his girlfriend and they started throwing hands on each other and she grabbed that necklace. And I wonder if he tried to walk away just to walk away and she did her thing and he just decided he was done. Because when you're that upset, you don't think to grab everything and leave. You just walk away because you need to. You see what I'm saying?
And Dan, do you know if they checked the house for blood or other evidence?
They did not make it a crime,
Okay. All right.
but there, according to the aunt and the mom, there was blood in the house. It looked like the house was ransacked, like a fight broke out there.
Right.
Mark's girlfriend stated that she walked into the bathroom, was doing something, and then came out and Mark was gone. And everything was everything. I mean,
And Jen, I haven't seen any mental health issues when it comes to Mark. Did you find anything on that, Dan?
I do not know if there was any health issues. I shared the live stream with his aunt. She has not, but it just, for example, why didn't they make the house a crime scene? He was seen alive. Why wasn't that a crime scene?
Right.
That
I wonder if the
should have been the
girlfriend's
first
telling,
place.
I wonder if she's telling all the truth, though. Oh, Fullerton had recently had some dental work done and was still recovering on the day of his disappearance. His girlfriend stated he was vomiting and sick as a dog. Oh,
Yeah, and
Goodness.
he left his dentures at the house too when
yeah.
he went missing.
So that right there tells me he just needed to leave.
Everything was left behind.
Yeah.
Now, if the evidence found near that
definitely
area, so if the evidence found near that area is tied to this, then I don't believe he would have been able to have left the property on his own.
At least not on his own.
Right.
Yeah.
And we did do a case layout video on him not long ago. So make sure to go back, guys, and check out that video. And we probably need to do an update video on that soon.
Yeah. I mean, because it says right here, she thought he was headed to his grandfather's house, which is 2 miles away. I mean, could his grandpa come and get him? Maybe but why did he never arrive?
Right.
You know, that's the thing.
And hey, Mark, how you doing?
Hey, Mark.
So Mark just coming on. Mark, this is Dan, our newest team member to Muddy Water Search and Recovery. And it is the Dan that comments a lot on the live feeds and videos. Yeah. We are very honored to have him on the team.
And right now, Mark, we're talking about Mark Fullerton to get you caught up here. And that's what I just said, Jen. Maybe the girlfriend isn't telling all the truth.
See, that's the biggest theory right now. Is that?
Yeah.
See,
hey, Mark.
That was honestly my first thought on this.
That's where
especially
I'm going.
With the cross necklace being found broken there.
Didn't I just tell you that?
But this is down around
definitely
the
looking for justice.
I'm sorry, Dan. What?
So this family definitely needs justice. His birthday, what was it, yesterday? Yeah, yesterday.
Yesterday, absolutely, yeah. So he would be what, 20? He was 30. Wait. What?
He was born in 85.
Yeah. God, I'm even older than he is. Yeah, yesterday. And see, he was wearing black shorts, no shirt or shoes. So.
Yeah, so the walking 2 miles to the grandpa doesn't make sense, period, with no shoes on.
Yeah.
But we did have another case. We did have another case recently, and this guy has been found, but it was reported that he didn't have shoes on, to the point that it was being said he may have had bloody feet and all of that.
Oh, goodness.
But it turns out he did have shoes the whole time.
Well, I mean, if you're upset enough, and I'm still thinking he just needed to get away. When you're that upset, you just need to go.
Right.
And I mean, I'm glad he had shorts on.
And the other case had allegedly some mental health issues involved as well.
Right.
But I haven't seen anything regarding mental health issues on Mark's case.
Yeah. I'm kind of pointing, my theory would be he had a fight with the girlfriend. Things got a little heated, and yeah.
See, and he's also on medication from just having his dentures. He's on medication for that.
Doesn't feel the greatest,
on his reactions with the medication too.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
and not only that, he was last seen at is in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, because it's all.
It would take a long time to walk somewhere.
And you said it's towards the Boot Hill of Missouri?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the only real timber you see anywhere near is. See, there's a graveyard not far from there that's got timber on it that's surrounded by woods. And that's really the only set of standing timber that's out there.
Mhm.
But I think where the other evidence was found, I think that would need ground penetrating radar or cadaver dog. But that is still so close to the cemetery. I'm not sure how accurate a cadaver dog would be on that property.
I think they need to
Yeah.
put the girlfriend under what do you call it? Lie detector. I know that's pretty strong minded there, but put her under lie detector, because what's to say there wasn't someone else in that home at that time? They had a friend over or something, and you don't know.
You see, and
So-
they seem so hesitant anymore to do the polygraph because it doesn't hold up in a court of law.
Which is unbelievably what?
But it could at least help the investigation, give them a
Yeah.
better idea of what they're looking for.
Yeah. We believe you, but let's make double sure kind of thing.
Because I know with Randy's case, Alex and I have thrown out many times, if somebody has made a statement and they stand by that and they want to do a polygraph to prove
Yeah.
it, we have found a company that will do that. Muddy Waters will cover the bill to get that done to prove, this is the truth and help point everybody
Right.
in the right direction.
Jennifer had a good comment here, but if she's in the bathroom, he would have had time to grab his wallet. Most men would grab at least that. That's what is
Yeah.
confusing to me. If you're in a heated discussion or in an argument and you just need to walk away, you walk away. But if she was in the bathroom, what else happened that forced him to go, you know what? I'm just walking away.
Yeah, there's so much with that story
Yeah.
that don't make sense.
So yeah, Jen, I agree. He would have had time.
It's pretty confusing.
Yeah, I just go out on the porch and I grab my wallet.
Yeah.
My wallet, my truck keys, and my pocket knife, and my little flashlight.
What did Mark say? Keys, wallet, phone every time I leave the house. Yep.
Yeah.
Jen says, can't searchers use stakes to find disturbed ground? It's new enough to work. Oh,
That's a good
Yeah,
idea, Jen.
yeah. there she goes again. Good ideas.
See, and another thing, they found burnt pieces of carpet and stuff backyard, which did look like it had stains on it.
Yeah.
So
What?
Talking about.
No. Oh,
Yeah, like a probe to.
yeah.
yeah, it tests the firmness of the ground to see if it was disturbed.
There was a lot they could have done at that moment.
Yeah, and with this being a newer case, there was a lot that could have been done, and honestly, the ball was dropped.
Does anybody know if there's any connections to the girlfriend with law enforcement? Anything of that nature?
That I do not know.
I mean, Bobby, gotta have money in my
About
wallet.
her
Grab it.
being a. There's theories about the girlfriend being in theory. It hasn't been proven, so you never know.
Jen. Jen, I have that same problem. Nah, she saw it on CSI a few days ago.
Hey, but you brought it up.
Yeah,
here,
that was-
Jen,
that was
so
good.
you take the credit for
Yes,
it.
yes. We'll get Horatio on the phone, okay?
And Catfish got to have money in my wallet to grab it. Catfishermen never had much money because tackle is expensive.
Yeah.
Catfish.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I like that. Well,
Yeah. That just makes duh.
you know, one of the properties that we're waiting on GPR for on Randy's case,
Yeah.
I'm wondering if the stakes like that. I mean, granted, it's been so long,
Yeah.
I doubt it, but
See, the only problem with Randy's case is Randy's case has been a lot of rain and everything like that that would compact that soil down.
right.
Yeah.
See,
Sounded
Randy's, I'm just getting desperate.
Oh,
That's a pretty good
please.
idea.
Oh, you and me both.
That's one case that
You're
definitely
in
needs
trouble, Dan.
He said he doesn't drink Pepsi.
Yep,
and
yep.
Earlier, he said he doesn't look like Dennis because he doesn't have the goatee.
Oh, jeez.
Here, hang on.
Is that better, Catfish?
Catfish, we wanted to break it up. We wanted somebody on here that looked different than the rest of us.
Yeah. I forgot Alex does have a goatee, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Duh.
I got here.
See, I think Jeff has one. too.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I haven't met him yet.
That don't look like a Pepsi, Dennis.
No,
Oh,
today
that's true.
I'm drinking Dr. Pepper.
Uh-huh. That's true. I've got Pepsi in my cup. Gotta welcome Dan in our clan.
You know, I didn't realize how bad my OCD was until I started making out in Oklahoma. It's bad.
And Joan said that case definitely sounds
Exactly. There's so many theories to go with.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
The sheriff hasn't even done anything like that for DNA, but they haven't given no results.
Just gets better and better.
Yeah, it's. Oh, I didn't know I could make this.
What else you got? Any new ones?
Dennis is drinking soap water, huh?
No, I do have some new cases, but I still have to finish up getting the info and doing the layouts.
Okay.
So, guys, we did have a couple more new cases come in, and I'm finishing up a couple things on those, and we'll get the case layouts out to you guys. Then Dan shared one with me recently. I believe he was 2 years old, had wandered off, and was actually found alive and
Ooh.
safe 2 days later.
Oh, that's a scary. Oh, no. Mm-mm. I'll pass.
Out of Florida. And like that, Colin Best, he was found alive and healthy and happy in Los Angeles, this beach.
Wow.
And Mark says, Dennis, have you heard any new info on the Lee Ayers case? I have not seen anything released on Lee Ayers as far as cause of death yet. It does concern me that it's taking this long to release that. It does make me kind of wonder if this is a double homicide.
Yeah.
But until they do release that, we won't know for sure. But so far, I have not seen where they've released that yet. And that young kid that was found, it's always great to hear
Oh, yeah.
those endings in these
Ugh.
cases.
Of course.
Catfish. So with the weather and your ride home and everything, we're
Yeah.
probably not going to go as
Yeah.
long tonight.
Yeah. Because if we're supposed to get storms and whatnot, I'm not going to be here very long.
So guys, was there any more questions on any of the cases or
Yeah, I
anything?
got
you
less
guys
than
wanna
an
throw
hour.
out?
Okay.
And hopefully Alex and Tammy and hopefully Jeff will be able to
Yeah.
join us next time and get you guys introduced to Jeff. Nothing on heirs, but I did a FOIA request on Montgomery to the FBI and got back a statement saying that anything related to my request has been destroyed. Wow.
Are you serious?
And
Wow.
Jennifer, I do have some files and stuff on Montgomery's case, and I'll get a hold of you and see if you have those yet. If not, then I will try to get those sent over to you. But yeah, that's crazy that that's been destroyed.
Wow. Seriously.
Did they even say why they destroyed it?
I bet the FBI had a file a foot long on the Jan 6 trespassers, however.
Yeah.
Bobby, that's law enforcement for you.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
And you know, when you look at some of the other states and all the hoops and hurdles people go through to get information, sometimes you do question, you know, is that an excuse? Do they have the files, or
Oh, I
did
think
they
that
really
I think
destroy
that every
them?
time we have a case,
It-
how bad is it going to be? I mean,
And it's sad we think that. We shouldn't have
I
to
know.
think that, but
yep.
after so long of the same thing in so many
it's-
different areas.
It's kind of like it has been a few years since he died, and you can only request from the FBI after a person passed.
Wow.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
See, and as you know, Jen is having that same problem with Alex's case.
Yeah.
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 They keep giving her, like, none of the reports mentioned the other
Mm.
car. They did to the train tracks.
Yeah.
Then she says probably because he's dead and wasn't high profile.
And then the Alex case that Dan's referencing, that would be Alex Van Dowson
Yes.
out of Indiana.
Yes.
And that's the one we done
Right.
all of the reenactments on, and nothing come close to the official story on that.
Okay. Bobby says anytime you put in a request, always go do it in person and get the same copy on it.
And Mark has a good one here, or he was an informant.
Yeah.
That definitely makes that very possible.
You just never know. Lovely.
See, there's so many cases in
they tend
that
to be
area.
What, Dan?
Disappear.
What do you say?
I said they tend to make records disappear when and
Mark, Dennis, go after Montgomery's barrels this spring. Mark, I've already working on getting that scheduled. That is definitely a go this spring. And we're going to see what we could turn up with that. And Mark, I will definitely keep you updated on that as well. Mark and I have discussed that for probably a year or so now.
Yeah.
But we'll definitely keep you up to date on that. And Jennifer says yes, unless you're requesting your own records.
Bobby says, I heard they found 4 more bodies at Lake Mead.
See, in Lake Mead, we have learned so much from the recoveries at Lake Mead.
Yeah.
Because some of these recoveries, the remains had been there for years and was still there. And many of these still pretty intact.
Wow.
And I mean, just everything that we thought we knew,
Yeah.
this opened up a whole new ball game with it. And if a body is not in a vehicle, but it's in a body of water, even though several years have passed, that still needs to be searched thoroughly because there still could be something there.
Yeah.
Brooke Allensworth case in Arkansas is a prime example.
yeah,
Seeing images that do look like human remains in a pond, and it needs to be.
yes, it does.
And I know there's things going on with that case right now, and we're just basically waiting for the go-ahead to be able to access that and get that searched. Is Missouri River as sandy as the Kansas River? Yeah, it actually is in a lot of areas here. Then you have the sand barges that pop up overnight. A few hours later, they're basically gone. A lot of the banks you go down, it's a bunch of sand. I fished the Missouri River several years ago, pretty regular, and everywhere I fished was really sandy.
But that's
Now, the Kansas River, I don't know if I've seen a river as sandy as the Kansas River.
oh my gosh.
But the Missouri is pretty close.
Remember that picture we were looking at the other day and I went, ooh, it looks like a tropical vacation spot.
Yeah.
Was that it?
Yeah.
Yeah. The way the sand was laying out and everything, it looked like a tropical destination. Right here in our sweet little state of Kansas.
That's like Arcadia Lake out here, where I've been doing the search for Bruce. It doesn't look like a lake.
Yeah.
Murky. But we got a lot of clay out here, so
Yep. Oklahoma. Yep. Yep.
A lot of sand barges taking or removing sand from the rivers to keep other boats from bottoming out. Leanne says Kansas River is crazy sandy. AWP also had a lot of issues with this. Yeah, the Kansas River, I mean, everywhere from, and I'm going to use Randy's case since Leanne and AWP come up, everywhere from Linwood to the Missouri River is sand. I mean, it is.
Yeah.
There will be a 15, 20 foot hole on the bottom of the river. A couple hours later, it's completely full of sand. And then it will empty out again and fill up. I mean, constantly changing.
Mark has a good point, though. If Missouri is anything like Kansas, then the barrels would probably be long gone.
I agree. It is a very long shot on those barrels. And the other thing with it, because Missouri changes almost like the Kansas does, is we may go over the area today and it be just a smooth bottom, nothing down there, and go over it tomorrow and there could be barrels revealed because they've uncovered. I mean,
yeah. And John, I meant Jen, excuse me. Yes, Mark, I've heard that you can go out today and come back tomorrow to a different river. That is absolutely true.
And it's not even just the bottom of the river. It's the shorelines as well.
Yeah.
Are constantly changing. And the shorelines might not be big changes, but it doesn't take
enough.
a big change to cover something up.
No.
Yeah, see, I took a look at that on Google Earth. Each width of the river change. So it's definitely got a good change going on to it.
Yeah.
And Mark, I agree. Sounds like a great spot to try for a long shot.
And there is that. Well, since the area is in question, it's right near a casino. Yeah. True.
And Mark, we will be going back to that spot over and over and over again until we know magnetometer needed. The magnetometer that Jared has with AWP would work great for those barrels there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just don't have the 28,000 or whatever it was to buy one. But yeah, a magnetometer would make that a lot easier there.
So we make it a lot easier for a lot of things.
We may have to look into renting one of those.
Yeah. If anyone sees a barrow at a
equipment gets expensive.
Why can I not say that word? Okay, go ahead.
If anyone sees a barrel in any waterways, check them out, see what's in them. Don't pass up any barrels in the water.
Right.
Yeah, I'm going to look into if we're able to rent that.
What?
I'm picking on Bobby.
What are you picking on? The way he spelled it, right? It's that Kentucky coming out of him. Barrel. Thank you, Dan.
But yeah, we're going to look at seeing if we're able to rent one of those marine magnetometers, because that would make that, we would know for sure if there's something metal under there.
Now watch, I spelled it wrong.
Wheelbarrow.
Thank you, Mark. Oh, Bob. Oh, I think you started a fight, Dan. Watch out, Dan. I haven't got started yet. All right. Well, with that being said, that storm is moving in. Megan just went out with the dog and she said it's getting warmer out. So I'm going to have to go.
So guys, we're probably going to go ahead and shut down early tonight. And hopefully Alex will be feeling better, and Alex and Tammy, and hopefully Jeff can join us the next go around. You'll be seeing more of Dan. Again, welcome to the team, Dan. We're honored to have you on the team. And we will shoot for next Sunday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. If you guys have a topic you would like us to cover on next week's live feed, message me, comment it, text me, whatever.
Don't hesitate. We're not going to look at any topic and go, okay, no, no, we're not going to do that. So whatever just comes to mind. Absolutely.
Because we got several cases we can come on and discuss, but we want to make sure we're also discussing cases that you've been working on or want to share information, or even just see if information matches up. So make sure to reach out and let us know if there's a topic you want to see next weekend.
Okay. Yep.
So with that, guys, thanks for joining us tonight.
And Dan, stay safe there tonight with that weather.
Yes.
Everybody, if you're in the path, stay safe. Don't blow away.
So guys, with that,
I'm going to get a kite.
Okay. Have a good night, guys. Appreciate the info and everyone stay safe. Go ahead, Dennis. I know you have to watch the Chiefs play soccer.
hey,
Bobby,
it's okay if they play soccer.
because we'll probably
Got the extra
yeah, I know,
weight of
right?
the ring.
Right. They got the extra weight. Yeah. That was a good one.
So guys, till next time, you guys stay safe and we will catch you down the road.
Bye, guys.